Have you been
I've
engaged
been, yes, I've been engaged once.
to the person who you have your children?
No,
Okay. Was it after you had your children?
this was after I had my first child.
So your children are by different fathers?
Yes, my children are 16 and 4. So they are by
Whoa,
two
whoa, whoa,
different
whoa,
fathers.
whoa, whoa,
Yes,
whoa, whoa,
12-year
whoa.
difference.
What is up, guys? It is your boy back. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Hope your week has started out great. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Kevin is doing another classic interview. As you know, these are always funny, insightful, so on. But remember, I have chapters so you can skip all my yapping and go straight to the video if you want. Skip my different parts in the middle if I do interject, which usually I save most of my thoughts for the end. But as always, I do want to hear from you guys. Give me your likes, comments, especially comments. That's the biggest thing. I do want to know what you guys think about this stuff because like I said in a lot of my videos, I usually agree with Kevin on most things. And this is one of those things where I was just, my jaw was on the floor. I'll let you guys watch.
Yes. How old are you?
I am 33.
All right. So what did I get wrong?
You know, I totally agree with everything you say, all of your content. I will challenge this though. I will challenge you to say that perhaps you aren't saying everything because if you do, you'll be demonized for it. And
What do
I'm
you
saying that to say that as a single mother, and I'm a single mother of two children, but I feel like we technically have a home court advantage,
I'm not
meaning
I'm not saying everything. Is that what you're saying?
I believe you're not saying everything because as a single mother, we have a home court advantage,
Is that
meaning that um, we should be learning patience. We should be learning how to cultivate a great household for our children. We already should come equipped with everything that we need. So I feel like we should technically have an advantage
okay?
that
Then why
a
don't
woman that is single does not, I mean, that is single with
so
no children
so
technically
so
does not have.
I agree. So why don't more women with children have your mindset or in more have what you're talking about or even have your mindset?
Feel like, as I've learned, it's more like the behavior will stop when it no longer serves you. And I feel that they will stop that behavior once it no longer serves them. I feel like saying that
Okay.
you're,
Okay. Let me
go
I
ahead.
like to keep things tight.
Go
Uh
ahead.
you have two children.
I do.
Have you been married?
No.
Why aren't you married?
I'm not married because I have not chosen to be married in my lifetime. However, marriage is something that I know for a fact that
What do you
I
mean
could
you
be
haven't
married.
chose? What do you mean you haven't chosen to be married?
I haven't chosen to be married because it was not something that I was interested in for quite a while.
Has someone proposed to you?
Yes,
How many times have you been engaged? Have you been
I've
engaged
been yes, I've been engaged once.
to the person who you have your children?
No,
Okay. Was it after you had your children?
this was after I had my first child.
So your children are by different fathers?
Yes, my children are 16 and 4. So they are by
Whoa,
two
whoa, whoa,
different
whoa,
fathers.
whoa, whoa,
Yes,
whoa, whoa,
12-year
whoa.
difference.
And I'm going to interject super quick. This is the start of, well, the beginning of the end, if you will, for this call, because this is insane. This woman with a straight face she said she has two children, and not just two kids, but a massive age difference, too. One of them is 16 and one of them is 4. I mean, that's crazy. And it's going to get even crazier when you hear the rest of the call.
So see, so I'm gonna push back on you.
Go
You
ahead.
you're saying that what women need to do, but as a woman who came in saying the kind of things you're saying, the women are gonna say, then why can't you get it together?
Women will more than likely say that. However, I don't feel that I don't necessarily have it together. I feel that I'm at a point where I've been healing myself. And I've
You have
been
a
doing a
son?
lot of
Do you have a
self
son?
work. I
Do
have
you have a?
two sons.
Are they involved with their fathers?
My youngest is involved with his father, yes.
But the oldest isn't.
But the oldest is not, which is none of my doing. I try to uh, foster that relationship, and
So
he
I
blew
got to
it.
ask I got to ask the elephant in the
Go
room.
ahead.
If you say marriage is nothing you've ever been interested in, then why are you a mother twice?
That's a very good question.
And yeah, it is, and
So,
that's what the question guys want me to ask. Because y'all come in here capping. I'm this and I'm that, and I'm not choosing to be married. I'm like, well then, but you chose to bring two lives into the world without choosing to not be married, knowing that puts children at a statistical disadvantage, and y'all proudly do this shit.
so what I will say is, my first child I had at an earlier age. My last child that I had, who is 4, that relationship ended
But you
abruptly in an assault. So that was
it ended
not
in an
technical
assault.
of me, where I almost, yes, where I almost lost my child. So that's why the
Okay,
relationship
all
ended.
right,
But it was mhm.
but you weren't married before any of this stuff.
No, 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 no.
So even if we give you the first kid was young,
Mhm.
you waited 12 more years and then you did the same thing unmarried.
I
Why?
did not want to be married. I really
Why?
did not.
Why? Please help us make sense of this because we don't. I can't understand. Men don't understand why y'all choose to be single mothers.
I'm I'm very big on self responsibility and accountability. So I would want to say that it was based on the way that I was brought up, but I will not use that excuse. I will actually say that that was not my mindset at that time, because I just thought that we can have a great relationship, have a child, and then all of
Did you
the
go to
other.
college?
I did.
Did you graduate?
I did.
Ma'am, you know this is backwards as all get out and go. We try to make sense out of chaos. A college educated black woman is sitting here saying that I didn't want to get married. And I don't, men just really don't understand. Y'all say this stuff like it's supposed to make sense. And just because y'all use a bunch of words,
Okay, so what I'll just honestly say to you is that at that time I was not in a space where I had been um, cultivating myself, working on myself,
then why make a
and
baby?
very
You can
great
have
question.
sex. You can have sex, but why the baby?
I, at that time, to just be honest with you, the person that I was dealing with, which is my child's father, he was he was really really great, and
He
I
wasn't your
want.
husband. These are just words. You know how
It was
babies are made. You were
it was
27
not, but
years.
I did want to have a child. I
Why?
wanted
But
to have a child with him. I
you did
did.
this
I'm
purposely.
I'm just being told it. Yes,
I
I
know,
did.
and we're trying.
Yes,
And
yes. I
okay,
went to him and
so
asked him if we can
so
have a
so
child,
if
and
you
we
want to get
decided to
married
do
in the
that.
future, so if you want to get married in the future, you're looking for a stepfather who's going to accept that you were a young mother and then you chose to have a child purposefully. See, this is
Mhm.
why the reason you this is why the reason your relationships don't work out don't matter to men. This is why, because it's like, well, you've chosen this path, and if somebody comes along, they gotta. Okay,
I
I
wouldn't
don't.
say that my relationships. I
Go
would
ahead.
not say that my relationships don't. I let me change that first. I wouldn't say that I am in question as to, oh my gosh, why don't these relationships work out? Or, oh my gosh, why
Then why
can't
don't they
I
work
find
out?
this particular
Why don't
caliber
they
of
work
man?
out?
Um, I would say that they don't work out because oftentimes I don't want them to progress. Um,
Why?
I just really don't.
Why?
I would say more than likely just What would I say that I would not, why they do not work out? If I could just give you just a straight answer,
Yes.
because it's my doing. It's my doing. I have found things, and it may be like a self sabotage type of
Have you had
situation.
therapy?
I have been through therapy, and I am currently in therapy. I am currently working on myself. I've done a lot of work on myself that I had not done 4 years ago. Um, yeah, I've done a lot of work that I
Okay.
had not
Okay.
done 4 years ago.
All right. So this is why it's hard for women to listen to women like you talk. You come in talking like what women should do and should do this and should do that, and I hear your spirit, but then we start getting into this the selfishness of living your situation, and it totally undercuts everything you're saying, and it makes no sense to men. So do you think that there will be a point in the future where you will ever be a suitable candidate to be a wife of a man of value? He doesn't have to be high value, just a productive, competitive man.
Absolutely, absolutely. I definitely feel that. Just just alone, all the work that I've done on myself, all the work I've done on myself, all of the work that I've done with my children, to build my children up, um, to create a home, to create a lifestyle. I feel that I definitely have a lot to offer, and I've
What do you
been
have to offer to a man? What do you have to offer?
I have I have quite a bit. I'm kind. I am um I'm very conscious. I take responsibility of
Whoa,
my.
whoa, 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 whoa! I challenge that one, man. I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Tell me how.
Go listen to your call. I'm going to need you ladies to not come in talking about what women should do. Stick to yourself because it's the only thing you can really talk about. I'm really trying to understand, and I'm going to look in the comments. I see everybody in the comment section. I see everybody in the call queue, and we're going to get there. But I'm really trying to understand, and I'm going to look at some of the ladies. Did anybody understand? Was I'm trying to understand why she? I don't think women really get that level of selfishness is unattractive. I just And the answer is women like her can go make babies because there's no consequence. There's no public shame. There's no nothing. She can go have children and then think that she can still be ready to ready for a man who's out here doing what he needs to do. And that's what my critics and detractors need to understand. The women y'all are asking men to go marry are incredibly selfish. For the most part, they are usually very selfish.
And that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did because I wanted to let it play out mostly because it was insane. I mean, you heard it. Like, this woman is an absolute nutcase. I mean, not only does she have two kids, but she has two kids from two different men. She had a man who was actually willing to make her a wife, or at least attempt to make her a wife, when, she had her first child, and it wasn't her child's father, as far as we know. And she just told, like, she was engaged and she called off the engagement. I mean, it's insane to me that these women just put themselves in these horrible situations, and not just themselves, they put their children in these situations. I mean, my God, like, this woman doesn't think to herself, hey, maybe it would benefit my 16 and 4-year old if there was an actual man in the house, and not just a man, but really the way she should have gone is the way we all know. She should have waited until marriage to have kids. I'm not saying that you have to wait until marriage to go bump uglies, but it's life. It's part of life. It's what happens. But wear a raincoat. Like, there's so many ways to prevent this from happening, and I cannot stand how these women just treat it so cavalier. It's like just having a kid. Just, oh, it's just a kid. Oh, don't worry about that. Just a kid. It's just a kid. It's just a whole other person who you're trying to teach how to become a valuable member of society, hopefully. And they just treat it like it's a game. They treat it like it's just an accessory, like it's a Birkin bag or something. Like, oh yeah, I have a kid, but I still deserve everything. And this woman's talking about having the home court advantage, but if they had a home court advantage, why are single moms and baby mamas struggling so much? Because they don't have the advantage. They are seen as fun. They are not seen as serious wife material, because who the hell would look at a woman who's had a kid out of wedlock? I mean, not just a kid, she's had 2 kids out of wedlock. Over the course, she's had 12 years, 12 years to figure out how to use a Trojan and still couldn't do it. And now she's got 2 people to take care of, and it's dysfunctional. It's chaotic. You can hear it in her voice. She's in denial. And these poor kids, my God. I mean, the life they're going to have is going to be rough. But look, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, always leave your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one.